we are here for episode... What am I wearing? Episode 2.
What am I wearing?
We are trying really hard to get caught up and get ahead of the game, and so it is currently 8:45 at night.
On January 13th.
We're trying to get stuff done. So, we can get a little bit more organized on when we're putting these out. And so we're just hauling butt this week. So 4 episodes in a week. So you guys are so lucky to...
4 episodes in 2 days.
No, I know, but they're going to be put out.
Well, are we going to put them out?
Whenever you want.
I mean, I want to put them out throughout the course of the month. But
Oh, okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Whatever.
We've recorded 4 episodes
we are
in
getting
2 days. So.
Even closer and closer and closer to merch. I'm really excited about it.
Yes, we
are.
So
stoked.
That reminds me, I have to look through that stuff tonight.
Oh, darn it. Ding.
You have to send me the...
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Okay, so we're going to start off. So tonight's episode is having a black belt come in. This is a very specific black belt to goal setting. So I'm excited to share with what she has to say. But of course, like any beginning episode, we have 2 truths in life for you. So this this episode is our favorite parts of TaeKwonDo. Go ahead. You can
All right, yeah. So between the 2 of us, there are going to be 2 correct answers, 1 wrong answer, obviously. And for our favorite part of TaeKwonDo, it is either the sparring, community, and forms. So for those of you who don't do TaeKwonDo, sparring is the sport aspect. I don't know if we've talked about it before, but it's when we put on gear and padded stuff and kick each other. And
mind you, the padded gear is not really helpful.
Yeah.
So if you don't know anything about TaeKwonDo, I've still cracked ribs. We've had multiple black belts crack ribs, concussions, broken fingers, broken all that stuff.
I broke my foot.
Yeah. It all happens. So just to give you a heads up, so it's an Olympic sport. So the goal is to not get hurt or to hurt people necessarily. But they do allow knockouts.
But it's point based.
It's point based, yeah. And there's different kicks and different things that you can do to earn points or lose points, like stepping out of bounds or falling, and that you can get points taken away and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the community obviously is just people I don't know. And then forms is a set of moves that is traditional to a certain studio or a certain place, and so each belt has its own form. It's some choreographed
multiple forms.
Yeah, some have multiple. It's a choreographed set of moves, and so everyone who's a purple belt does the purple belt form, and it's exactly the same. So yeah. So let's see if you can guess which one of those is each of our favorites and which one is lay.
Yeah. So if you know us, you'll probably know the answers. If you don't, maybe not. So let's get into the episode. All right, we are here with Sara for
Part 2, round 2.
The second time. If you remember how I was talking about it earlier, on our episode with the kids, how we had audio issues with one of our kids, we had these same audio issues with Sara. Luckily, I caught it before it was supposed to be coming out, and it was too late, so we were able to get Sara back here to record for another one. So hopefully we'll hear some exciting, maybe we'll hear some new things that we didn't get to on the first one.
I think so.
Maybe we'll hear the same things.
Warmed up.
She just gets trial run number 2. Now she's ready to go.
All right. Okay, so first, start off. So your name is Sara. What belt are you?
I'm a black belt.
Black belt, very good. Yeah, episode 2 is the black belt.
You can tell we're a little tired.
Yeah, we are on week 2 of... We'll be here till 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Till 10 o'clock recording, and the first Thursday till 10 o'clock wasn't even good footage, so we get to do it all over again. But it's okay, here we are.
But it's fine. We're living our best lives.
Always. Okay, how old were you when you started?
4.
How old are you now?
14.
14.
I was gonna say 13.
Okay, so for 10 years. So for 10 years, and she just recently got her black belt. It does not ever take that long. No, I shouldn't say ever. Yeah.
Sometimes it does, but not very often.
Rarely it takes that long.
There's a reason.
Yeah, so go ahead and explain that reason. Why? Give us a few examples of why it took so long, because that's going to tie into our goal setting, how you had to set goals for yourself, and go ahead. Take the mic.
I was a purple belt for 2 years.
Okay. Purple belt for 2 years, and why is that?
I'm dyslexic.
Okay. Which we have to repeat ourselves here. Okay.
Yes.
So when Sarah was little, she had do you feel like you still have a little bit of physical dyslexia?
Yeah.
Okay. When she was little, it was really, really bad, and she spent, like she said, 2 years as a purple belt, literally doing the same move over and over and over, and then we would do it, and then she would look at me, and do it with my count, and then after I'd be like, all right, Sarah, you do it. She's like, I don't know, we just did.
Yeah.
We just did it 50 times in a row. We're still doing it.
Yeah, no, I remember talking about this, and I was like, I didn't even know like physical dyslexia could be that bad. Like I knew it's kind of a thing where people could mix up like their lefts and rights, but like
no, this is
clearly it was like
left
a lot more.
4,
Yeah,
5,
like I've never seen that. Like I've seen dyslexia, I've seen like people mixing up left and rights, but like.
Which is funny that the sports you have too are TaeKwonDo, and then when you were little, you did a lot of dance classes, which is all choreography, and like not just what dance classes did you do? Because I know you did a lot of them.
I've done ballet, I've done acro, I've done jazz. I think I've done tap when I was like.
I think you did hip hop at one point.
Oh yeah, hip hop.
Which are all like super different
yeah,
styles.
they're all
and then,
crazy. Like
and then switch to cheerleading with TaeKwonDo, which is all like learning moves, like remembering them. Whereas like soccer, I feel like you run, you kick the ball. I mean, there's technique to it for sure, but you're
it's
not
like choreographed and
having
like,
to remember it and be on it. So, which is cool because then all of those help you get better. Obviously, yeah, for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna take the floor because I know Sarah won't explain the story. Okay, so Sara has been at TaeKwonDo for a really long time because her older brother did it, and she has probably been around the studio since you were like 2 or 3. Yeah. You're pretty little. So she loves the sparring, hence why the forms were so hard for her. And so all she wanted to do was spar. So she asked me when she was 4 to spar. And her mom looked at me and was like, no, Sarah's not sparring. She's so little. She's our baby. I don't want her to spar. And I said, okay, Sarah, you're going to spar when you're 6. And at the time, she hated stranger danger so much that she would cry and literally scream hysterically and run out the front door. And her mom and I would be chasing her while she's almost getting hit by cars. Like it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So we had set little goals for her. We wrote them down. We had a whole talk about it. And so the first one was if she told the instructor she just didn't want to participate and sat on the sidelines, she would get her own lip gloss because she was really into. Oh yeah, please show us your. Do you have fancy nails today?
Yes.
Ooh yeah, fancy nails. All about all that. So and when she would come to TaeKwonDo too, she'd be like glittered up and like her fake
like pink Crocs. Like they weren't Crocs. It was more like what was
clogs.
Yeah, it was clogs. Yeah.
Pink glittery clogs.
And they weren't glittery. They were furry.
Furry.
Oh yeah, but she'd have like pink glittery like purse with her and like just all this like backpacks and whatnot. So she was all about it. So she used her voice, which was very, very quiet. So she's still kind of quiet sometimes. That if she used her big girl voice, that she would get her own lip gloss. And then she did. And then months later, if she agreed to do the self-defense, but we took the mask off, and she could hit the mask, but she didn't want it on her face.
Yeah, a lot of kids are scared of that.
Yeah. Then she got her very own nail polish, so they had to make sure it was nail polish that she kind of paint on it, make sure so it was good. And then if she did the whole stranger danger, she got a mani pedi with her mom, so she was all about it. So she got her first mani pedi 5 or something. But so those were little goals we had set for her. But she also had this very big goal when she walked in. She wanted to spar. And so the goal was, it wasn't really a goal, but I told her she had to be 6.
Yeah.
Just you gotta wait. You gotta be patient. Be 6. So she turned 6 on a Wednesday or Thursday or something. Saturday rolled around for Saturday practice for sparring, and she was like, "All right, I'm here." And I was like, "All right, cool. What's up, Sarah?" She's like, "I'm 6." I'm like, "Great."
Happy birthday.
She's like, "When I was 6, when I told her 6, you told me I could spar." And I'm like, "Oh, I did say that." And her mom was like, "Yeah, remember you did say that." And I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I guess we gotta go through it. And then she just took on the sparring like a champ and actually got a nickname out of it, which is Killa. Because being so shy at first too, especially sparring some of the girls, sparring boys she's totally fine. She's just wail on the boys. But when you compete, you spar
girls,
right? She spars girls.
Yeah.
So I always had to pump her up, be like, "Nah, dude, you're a killer. You gotta go for those boys and you do it, and now you gotta go for the girls."
Spar them the same way, don't
exactly. So she's always getting partnered up with super, super tall kids, and since she had been around for so long, all the older kids who were her brother's age will get on their knees and like spar with her.
Yeah.
And, like, all right, Sarah, kick me, and her little legs. Bing, 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 bing. There's one thing too. What did you, after you started sparring, what was like one other thing you wanted to accomplish? What was a goal you had set? You wanted to go to a what?
Competition.
I know, it's been a long time. 10 years is a long time. So she wanted to go to a competition. She was so little that we purposely had. She was like a little dragon, so we purposely taught her a big dragon form just so she could participate.
So she could actually do it.
And then the dyslexia kicked in, so we said the hell with that. So we literally signed her up to spar. That's all she did.
Yeah, because I was gonna say
she was
you don't have to do forms.
You don't have to do it. Yeah. No, but I always made everyone do it to be well balanced. Like I made everyone have both.
If you want to spar, you gotta.
Yeah, and if you want to do forms, you gotta spar. So it was back and forth. But she was so little that it was like we are not teaching her. Even Kibanian, like we are stuck.
Yeah.
So she got out to her first match, and it was the cutest stinking little thing because she literally just kicked repeatedly, and the girl just backed up and backed up and backed up, and then afterwards she's like, "I want a gold medal," and I'm like, "Well, yeah, the other kid didn't do it."
Yeah.
But she still did it. She went out there.
Do you remember how old you were? Really? Was it when she was 6 or?
She's a little older.
Probably
6, 7.
6 or 7.
Yeah.
She'd
She'd been going to tournaments, so she knew what to expect. She
was going there with
Nate.
Yeah.
Okay. So those are some of the actual examples of goals. So what are some other goals you have set for yourself, and other things that you've done, or we're talking about dyslexia or cheerleading and schoolwork or any of that?
Higher reading level in school.
Okay, use a whole sentence.
Wait. One of my goals is having a higher reading level in school.
Okay, so that was probably like a big goal, right? So you set bigger goal that you're like, this is not going to happen in one day. So what are some like little goals that like set yourself up for success?
Read a book.
Okay, so that would be like a notch down. So higher reading level, read a book.
Read a page.
Read a page, okay.
Read a sentence.
Okay, so is it to the point like each word you struggle with, or is it like?
It's a lot of words I struggle with.
Okay.
Take a lot at a time.
Yeah.
How do you like overcome it? Because I don't know as much about dyslexia. I don't know what it feels like, looks like.
I sound it out.
Okay. So like sometimes if you hit like a word, even like there's a lot of words that you can't sound out. Like
there's a lot of words that I know that are like really long, but then I don't know the sometimes.
Oh.
Like I can like just read really long words, and then I just can't read the.
You just like remember the long words, I guess.
Yeah.
But you can't remember the. Interesting. Yeah, that's really weird. Huh. Okay.
How do you get through that? Like, how does that I don't say like, but just how does it feel to know really big words and be able to read those and then be like sounding out the, because you're like, you just said this really big word and now you're like sounding out like the really small word. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I can't process how that would feel. Yeah.
Instructors. Like.
It's like something instructors. It's like they, or like even they is really hard.
So you just kind of like, do you use like the context around it then to kind of figure it out?
Interesting. Okay, so that's like for school. So you talked about like school goals, TaeKwonDo goals, home goals. What are some home goals you have?
Doing the dishes, yeah.
Like you just don't
successfully.
What does that mean? So
yeah,
like you
have
don't
to
like doing
successfully
them?
do
Do
dishes?
you?
I struggle.
Okay.
Wow.
With the height.
Sarah, you gotta give us more. You gotta give us more. Can you not reach the sink? Can you not reach the cupboards? Where are we at?
Barely reach the cupboards.
You have a step stool?
I have a chair.
Okay, chair. Hey, that makes it happen.
Yeah.
So that's not really like a skill base though. You just need to grow.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything that could be a home goal that you're working on regularly?
Clean my room.
Do you just not like to clean it? Is it always dirty? Is it?
It's somehow always dirty. I feel like that's part of me.
Oh, okay. I don't get it. Right, actually, you for sure.
I'm there. I get it. That's one of my goals too.
Okay, so what's one thing you could do? Like, do you think you're just gonna have to clean it one time and try to like get it done, or do you think you need to work on like waking up and making your bed for a week, or waking up and putting your clothes away for a week, like little bits and pieces, or
little bits and pieces, and then it just like eventually come all together and make a clean room.
I'm more of like toss everything on the floor, redo it all.
That's where I'm at. I'm like, I haven't done it yet, but I know I'm gonna set aside like a weekend and just clean it all up. And then my goal is gonna be not to continue to clean it all up a bunch. It's gonna be to just don't let it get that dirty.
Yeah.
Like, every weekend if I like, or just make sure I'm, not throwing my clothes on the ground, or if I take out a sweatshirt and then I decide I don't want to wear it, instead of just tossing it on my couch or tossing it on my bed, actually hang it back up again, like just so it stays clean.
I wonder if it would help too, like if you had 2 hampers. So you had like a clean hamper and a dirty hamper, and then by the time, so like even if it was clean, right? So you try it on, and you're like, I don't want to wear this. Put it in the clean hamper. Wash everything in dirty, and when it's time to put dirty away, you just put all the clean stuff away.
Yeah, but see, my issue too. my issue too with that is I have like my dirty clothes hamper, and then I have one of the the longer, wider ones that you carry like the laundry basket for my clean clothes. It's been on my floor with folded clean clothes. Like the clothes have gotten folded and been cleaned and washed and everything. I'm good about that. Like I wash my clothes, but it's been sitting on my floor.
Why don't you fold them and put them away as you go?
Because usually I either sometimes I leave them in the dryer for too long and then somebody else needs it, so like my grandma will take it out and fold it. But when I do fold it myself, like I'm like sitting downstairs folding it, like watching TV, and then I bring it upstairs and set it down, and then I just live out of that.
You literally brought it upstairs.
Yeah, I will bring it upstairs because I need those clothes
in your drawers.
But I like live out of the hamper. I need to get out of that.
You're talking
that
to
habit.
the queen of OCD. So I have no excuse for you.
Cool. When are you coming over to help me clean my room then?
I got 17 rooms to clean already. I'm over it. Okay. So
Back to the topic.
Next, we'll talk about Alex's cleaning goals on the next one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get back to that.
Okay, so that one. Okay, so now you play a new sport. So we got our black belt, right? That was like our ultimate big goal at TaeKwonDo. And in the meantime, you have also been trying to keep up with that, and then the instructor program. That was also a goal you had, right? Being an instructor. And now cheerleading. So how is cheerleading going?
It's going good.
And then
Elaborate.
use words. More of them.
This is a podcast based off of listening, not staring at Sarah's face.
Okay, how do you apply goal setting in cheerleading? There we go.
There you go.
Well, you set a goal, I guess.
Okay, so what goals do you have right now?
What goals do you have?
Getting my tuck.
Okay, what is that?
Backflip. I kind of remember.
No, I remembered, but I was like,
no, okay, and then you had another one last time too. To get your
aerial back,
right? Mm-hmm. Okay, yes. So are these things that you need to set time aside in your day to practice? Is it a space issue? You don't have room to do it?
It's time. It's totally time.
Okay.
Time.
So
how do you go about making that time?
Well, so my aerial, I can practice on the grass without anyone because I got it at one point.
Mm-hmm.
My tuck, I totally need to get like in the gym and do it. Like have someone help me.
I was gonna say, is that like a private? Is that a
private?
Just finding time in between.
Yeah.
Everything. Okay. Do you have any like big goals? So I feel like those are small ones, right? Those are ones you can work out every day. So like, what's a big goal that you have set for
What's your major cheer goal?
Going to nationals.
Okay. When's nationals? Like how soon? How much time do you guys have?
Somewhere in May.
Oh, it's coming in.
Yeah, it's coming in
hot. Coming in hot.
What are some steps you have to take to make it to nationals? Like, how do you even get to nationals?
You get a bid.
Okay.
English.
You get a paid trip to go.
A paid trip. Oh.
By who?
We're gonna start.
Wow.
Want to start cheerleading?
I got a paid trip. Where's nationals?
It depends. It's in Orlando.
Paid trip.
Paid trip. How long does it take to get to nationals? Like, if you practiced regularly, how long would it take you to get to a national team?
It depends on if so.
Adults are gonna be like, I've been doing it since they were 6.
Yeah.
We're screwed. We're not getting to nationals.
Hey, you never know. Okay?
Maybe we could coach them. We could probably learn coaching techniques.
I mean, I'm motivational.
I mean, you guys would not go to nationals. You guys would go to worlds. That's like the bigger nationals.
That's even cooler.
Sweet.
Sign me up.
But like, there's not like an adult nationals.
That is it. It's
just worlds.
Yeah.
Where's worlds at?
Universal.
Even better.
We can make this happen. All right, next goal. Just
I gotta work on my flexibility first.
Alex can barely touch his toes, let alone jump.
I can touch my toes fine. Okay.
In the splits?
In the splits in the air.
Step off camera for a sec. What am I trying to do?
Jump and touch your toes.
Jump and touch my toes.
Hold on. No, we don't need to be off camera for this. We need to be.
Oh yeah, you want me to show you?
Yeah. Give me the walkthrough here. Okay.
So, how do you want to do it? Do you want to do it
just
sideline or do you want to do
you
this
coach me?
competition?
Just go.
Coach me through it.
So you're gonna start with your hands together like this.
Okay.
Then you go on your toes and raise your hands
I
up.
can do that.
You can go down.
Okay.
So you can still be on your toes.
Oh, still on my toes. Okay, so.
Down.
Is that your knees?
My ankles.
Oh my. Yeah, we're not going to Worlds.
Hey, just because they crack does not mean they're not solid. I'm ready, man. I'm in this position. Let's go. What's my next step, coach?
Okay, go.
Okay, and then you can jump.
Okay, jump. Show me. I need to see it. I need to see it in action.
Ooh, I like it.
And you gotta touch your toes, or you just put your arms out.
Put your arms out and try to get your feet as high as you can.
All right, I want to get like a judge here. Ready? So.
Your arms up to feet again.
That was pretty good.
And I touched all my toes.
You have to point your toes.
I thought I was touching them. All right, I'm not doing this whole build-up stuff. I'm just gonna.
No, that was
Higher. That was bad. Hold
The
up.
build-up's better. No, the build-up's better. You gotta have your hands.
I gotta build up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it looks way better when you do the build up. Yeah, that was.
I forgot to point him again.
That's okay. The build up was way better. Don't do
It's
the
okay.
other one.
We're getting there.
Okay.
Worlds, here I come.
No, we're not going. Okay.
I don't got time.
No. Okay. Do you have any other things you would like to add? Share with us about goal setting. What are some ways like we've shown you in tech? Well, I guess we already kind of went over the goals that I set for her. But what are some? Why do you think goal setting is important? Like, what do you?
So you can achieve something that you want, I guess.
Okay. What happens if you didn't set a goal?
I mean, if you didn't set a goal, what do you really? Yeah. I don't know what I was trying to do there.
No, you got it. What are you like? What are you?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Literally, what are you doing? You're probably
Yeah,
sitting home all day long.
Yeah. How did goal setting help you to improve in Taekwondo? So I guess the last question I would have.
I wanted that goal so bad that it didn't matter how long it took, I wanted to get it.
Yeah, setting those rewards for yourself too.
Is there anyone who helps like you set goals, or do you mostly set them for yourselves? Like,
I
do you
do
like
not set them for myself.
ever?
No, it's mainly my friends and you guys helping me go through it and motivate myself.
So like if we set a goal for you for Taekwondo, do you take it and like make it similar to cheerleading or similar to dance or something and apply it that way, or do you go to those coaches and ask them like same thing?
I apply it to different things.
Okay, so you do make your own goals. We
Yeah.
just get you started.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Get me on the right track.
There you go. Perfect. All right. Well, thanks for coming, sir.
Okay.
Woo.
Woo. Part 2. Yeah, thanks for coming twice, and thank you for teaching me the basics of whatever my.
What is
Yeah,
that
you
called?
have to point your toes.
What is that?
It's a toe touch.
Toe touch.
I see. I touched my toes, so I call that a win.
But you gotta point.
It's kind of like holding and grasping, right?
Okay.
Right. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
that counts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
not like official, but it counts.
Here's my argument as to why I was successful, even though it did not look perfect.
It actually looks pretty.
Yeah, it
needs,
looks pretty
needs
good.
improvement, but the argument was you cannot touch your toes and jump up in the splits like that, and I did it not once, but twice.
I only did it 3 times actually.
Well,
I only
and
touched my
you didn't
toes.
touch. You didn't touch your toes those 2 times.
I touched my toes
You like
both
this way.
times.
You like this much away.
I'll do it again right now. I touched my toes. I felt it.
We'll watch the video.
Yeah, I will. I will
slow-mo.
slow mo
We'll
it for you.
slow-mo.
I promise you, I touched my toes.
Oh my goodness.
I will. I will die on
Okay,
that hill.
and we are back.
All right.
Well,
So
we just had Sara come join us
for the second time again.
second time, and here's our second
Yeah.
finish. Okay, so let's just go.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, there's like a little recap of some of the things that Sara said that like you liked or like resonated with. I was trying to think. We didn't give ourselves the time in between to think out our thoughts, but
Fine.
boom, yeah.
A few things. One, I specifically wanted her to come do this because of her funny little stranger danger goals that we had set for her, and I think it's a huge part of her development and like setting those goals when she was little, and then working. And then two, the fact that she sat the same belt for a really long time, and she still
pushed through it and
like
didn't care about it. Yeah.
So it was good.
And I had something that I really wanted to say. And then, no, I just like for her, goal setting wasn't necessarily something that she knew how to do herself, but she kind of learned through her friends and taught herself how to do it. And even though she had a hard time setting those goals and working towards those goals, she still knew that goals were essential. And that's like kind of what we're trying to get at here is like, if you don't set goals, you're never going to go anywhere.
And what are you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
What are you doing? Or as our boss would say, what are you gonna do? All right, and then of course for our 2 truths and a lie, it was what are our favorite parts of Taekwondo, and it was sparring, the community, and forms. And your favorite part is
the community,
and mine is sparring. So the wrong answer is forms. Not that we don't like doing forms, but it's not our favorite.
Yeah.
I just like kicking people.
Yeah. Why do you like sparring?
I just love
Go
it.
into it a little bit. Like a couple seconds, couple minutes.
I like it because there's the aspect of surprise. And I feel like I'm a pretty unless you really know me, I can definitely be aggressive and in your face, and I don't beat around the bush. But for the most part, when I teach little kids, they're always like, "Oh, Miss Yuli's so nice. She's so nice." And then I put my gear on and I'll just wail. And a whole new personality comes out.
For me, the community aspect, I think I'm a very family oriented and friend oriented person, and I think the community is super important to me because I feel that no matter where I go, I'm always welcome here. I'm always a part of a family here, and that was evident. I left for college. I was gone for 2 years. There's a lot of people I didn't even see in those 2 years. I mean, obviously I stayed in contact with certain people. I was talking to you all the time, but when I came back, it was as if I'd ever left. People were coming up, how are you? You know, it was good to see me, and I just kind of jumped right back into it. And I think that's super important for everyone to find their sense of place. And
we have black belts who leave for 5, 6, 7, 10 years.
Yeah, we just had a group of 2 kids coming back.
2 different black belts last week. So we just pop on in. So all right, well, on to the next, which is the kid video, which I've heard is everyone's favorite. Yeah. So we have a really funny, different set of personalities in the next one that'll be coming.
There are lots of personalities and.
Yeah,
good time.
All that fun stuff. So, all right. Always remember,
live your best life.
We're gonna try this.
No, you're gonna kill it. Killer.
So close.
Almost. I think you could do it.
You got
I'll try one more time.
Yeah, you got it.
Whoa.
You're close.
You're right
Good job.
there.
Right there. Just put the hand down.
You got it. One more time.
One more line. 1 page.
Nope.
That's okay.
I don't even know what that was.